नमः सर्वेभ्यः। व्योम संस्कृत पाठशालायाः कौशल संवर्धनं संस्कृत व्याकरणं निबन्धलेखनं च इत्यस्य प्रक्रमस्य अद्य 38 पाठः। अद्य वयं स्वादिसन्धीनां विषये अध्ययनं कुर्मः। गुरुरेव गतिर्गुरुमेव भजे गुरुणैव सहास्मि नमो गुरवे न गुरोः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोर्मतिरस्ति गुरौ मम पाहि गुरो वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। अस्माभिः गत सप्ताहे विसर्गसन्धीनां विस्तरेण अध्ययनं कृतम्। तत्र स्मर्तव्यः प्रथमः अंशः विसर्गसन्धिः इति कर्कशव्यञ्जनेषु परेषु एव भवति। यत्र वयं विसर्गसन्धिः स्वादिसन्धिः इति पृथक् पठामः तत् अवगन्तव्यम्। क्वचित् प्राथमिकस्तरे सर्वमपि आहत्य विसर्गसन्धिः इति वदामः, किन्तु अत्र शास्त्रानुगुणं विसर्गसन्धिः स्वादिसन्धिः इति पृथक् कृत्य यदा पठामः तदा विसर्गसन्धिः इत्युक्ते कर्कशव्यञ्जनेषु परेषु एव भवति। स्वरे परे वा मृदुव्यञ्जने परे वा विसर्गसन्धिः न भवति। कर्कशव्यञ्जनानि कानि? क ख च छ ट ठ त थ प फ प्रतिवर्गं प्रथम द्वितीय वर्णौ तथा श ष स। तत्र उत्सर्गकार्याणि अथवा सामान्यकार्याणि कानिचन भवन्ति, अपवादभूतानि कानिचन कार्याणि भवन्ति. So there are general rules and exceptions. आदौ क ख प फ एतेषु वर्णेषु परेषु उत्सर्गः कः भवति इति चेत् जिह्वामूलीयः अथवा उपध्मानीयः. So the general sandhi which happens when visarga is followed by ka kha or pa pha is jihvamuliya or upadhmaniya. Optionally, when we say optionally, the other option is visarga remaining as visarga. So kah karoti taruh phalati iti udaharana. Then cha cha ta tha ta tha, the remaining 6 of the vargiya vyanjanas, teshu utsargah kaha iti chet sakaradeshah. So visarga is replaced by sakara. The sakara may undergo further sandhis like shtutva or shtutva depending on the letter, but the visarga adesha is sakaradeshah. Ramascha kavishtikate balastatra iti udaharanam. The remaining karkasha vyanjanas are sha sha sa. Teshu pareshu sakaraha vikalpena bhavati iti utsarga niyamaha. So visarga is optionally replaced by sa. In the other case, it will be retained as visarga. And this sa again may undergo shtutva or shtutva depending on the letter which follows. Balasaha, balah saha. Right. So the other option will be visarga. Here also when we say vikalpa, the other option will be visarga. Now, so jihvamuliya, upadhmaniya or sakaradesha is the utsarga. There are some exceptions to this. So for jihvamuliya and upadhmaniya, the apavada is sattva shatve. So we saw 3 or 4 compulsory rules for sattva shatva and 3 optional rules for sattva shatva. All of them apply as an apavada to jihvamuliya or upadhmaniya. Ayaskantaha. So tatra yadi visargat purvam akaraha asti तर्हि सकारादेशः भवति. विसर्गात् पूर्वम् अन्यस्वराः सन्ति चेत् षत्वं भवति. So that is why we take sattva shatva. So ayas sa, that is the visarga ayah is preceded by akara. So we get sattva. Whereas sarpihi, visarga is preceded by ikara. So we get shatva. So sattva, shatva, all the rules we studied are an apavada to jihvamuliya and upadhmaniya. So if it is optional, then it will revert to the default, which is jihvamuliya or upadhmani. The same way in sha, sha, sa, we saw an apavada, which is lopa of the visarga. When followed by specific sanyuktaksharas starting with sha, sha, sa. So stha, ska, skha, spa. So when it's a combination of shar, that is sha, sha, sa, followed by the remaining of the khar letters, then we get an optional lopa. So always optional lopa means it defaults to sakara. This is also optional, means it defaults to visarga. That is how we always understand the apavada and utsarga. So if apavada is compulsory, it will compulsorily overrule the utsarga. If apavada is optional, it will go take the optional form in one case. In the other case, it will revert to the utsarga. So here, lopa is optional. We get ramasthata. When lopa does not happen, we go back to the utsarga, which is sakara, ramasthata. When even that does not happen, the original state, which is visarga, ramaha sthata. Then overall for both these, that is jihvamuliya, upadhmaniya or sakara, we saw the another apavada rule, which is visargasya visargaha eva, where you cannot do any kind of transformation. Visarga will be retained compulsorily as visarga. So this again specific sanyukta aksharas like kra, sa and psa. Kshamaha, kshamaha, kahatsaruhu, mrigaha, psati. So atra visargasya visargaha eva bhavati. Right? So based on this, if you look at the visarga sandhis, there are 5 kinds of modifications that the visarga can undergo. So sakara is one, jihvamuliya and upadhmaniya is the second one, then lopa is the third one, visarga being retained compulsorily as visarga. I mean, sometimes and sometimes optionally. So whenever there is an option, it reverts to visarga. So visarga being retained as visarga is the fourth one, and sattva shatve is the fifth one. So these are the 5 visarga sandhis, that is where visarga arises and is modified into something else. एतदेव अस्माभिः तत्र चार्ट् रूपेण अपि दृष्टं. विसर्गः विसर्गस्य सकारादेशः भवति, जिह्वामूलीय उपध्मानीयौ भवतः, विसर्गस्य विसर्गः सत्त्वषत्वे अथवा लोपः. एवं पञ्चविधाः विसर्गसन्धयः सन्ति. एतत् सर्वमपि अस्माभिः अधीतम्. इदानीम् इदमपि ज्ञातम् अस्माभिः यत् विसर्गः स्वयं नास्ति भाषायां. विसर्गः सर्वदापि रेफात् निष्पन्नः भवति. So there is a previous state. Always visarga is generated from a repha, which may be a native repha or derived from either sakara or nakara through a process called ru or rutva. Now at this stage, that is before it becomes the visarga, from the repha stage, it can take a few other paths. So going to Visarga and getting modified is one of the paths. So there are other paths which may lead to Ukara or Lopa, or sometimes Lopa combined with Dirgha. All these modifications which happen technically before the Visarga arises, we cover under Swadi Sandhi here. So Shastranugunam Paniniya Vyakarane yada patamaha अथवा अत्रापि यदा पठामः स्वादिसन्धिः इत्युक्ते अत्र ईदृशाः सन्धयः भवन्ति. तेषाम् अध्ययनार्थम् अस्मिन् सप्ताहे वयं प्रयतामहे. तत्र रेफः अस्ति. So the previous state of the visarga. So now there are 4 possibilities. Yada rephaha avasane asti. Etadapi asmabhihi purvameva drishtam. Are you able to hear me? There are a couple of messages which say I am not audible. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry. So अस्तु. So one is avasana. Avasanam ityukte yatra agre कोऽपि वर्णः नास्ति, केवलं पदमस्ति अथवा संहिता नास्ति. अवसाने विसर्गः भवति. रेफस्य अवसाने विसर्गः भवति. That is a dead end. That is, no further transformation happens because there is no letter which follows in samhita. रेफस्य खरि परे अर्थात कर्कश व्यंजने परे अपि विसर्गः भवति. तस्य विसर्गस्य अग्रे विसर्ग संधयः अपि भवन्ति. When immediately followed by a karkasha vyanjana, repha gets converted to visarga and then gets modified further to the visarga sandhis. And when followed by swaras or mridu vyanjanas, it comes under the purview of swadi sandhi. This is all is possible, right? Either you have at the end, that is nothing following, or you have the 3 kinds of letters which follow. There is no other combination which is possible. Okay. Etat avagantum. So to understand this, mainly for the Swadi Sandhis, we need to know how the visarga is generated. We have seen this, but a quick recap. So there is sakara becoming repha, becoming visarga. This repha is referred to as ruhu. Okay. Shastre asya rephasya yada sakaraha asti, sakarasya sthane repha bhavati, tasya ruhu iti nama bhavati. So whenever we talk about rutva or ruhu, we mean that the sakara, mostly sakara, there are very few instances of nakara, we will ignore it for now. Prayena sakarasya rutvam bhavati, tataha visargah bhavati. Sarvatrapi ramas, rama iti pratipadikam, su iti pratyayah. So sakarasya rutvam visargah. Balas becomes balar, becomes balah. So pathatas, pathatar, pathatah. Manas, manar, manah. Evam sarvatrapi sakarat yatra rephasya utpattihi bhavati. That repha is referred to as ru, to help us distinguish. Okay. Whereas some cases there is already a repha which becomes visarga. So punar, antar, swar, pratar, pitar and matur. So we saw this also. Rikaranta shabdanam sambodhana prathama and panchami shashti ekavachana. So here also we have an original repha. This repha is not ru, that is not derived from sakara. So basically, ru or rutvam means a repha derived from sakara, whereas just repha means where it is not being derived from ru. So this difference is critical for Swadi Sandhis. Yadyapi Visarga Sandhav, the moment it becomes Visarga, it is sort of merging the pool. We usually don't make much of a difference later, except there are a couple of rules in Sattva, Sattva maybe which make use of it. But otherwise, it's mostly common. But before that, before Visarga, that is in Swadi Sandhis, it is important because some of the Sandhis vary depending on whether it is Ru or original Repha. Right? Tatra इदानीं स्वादिसन्धीनां ज्ञानार्थं तर्हि अस्माभिः आदौ एव तत् कीदृशं पदम् इति ज्ञातव्यम्. So यदि रेफान्तपदानि सन्ति, so where we have original repha like punar, antar, pratar, swar, these four are avyayas. Pitar and pitur, that is sambodhana prathama and panchami shashti ekavachana of rikaranta shabdas. So then it's a different kind of sandhi. Akara bhinnebhyaha svarebhyaha ruhu. So if it is not rephanta, it means it is ru. Ru means being derived from sakara. So in that case, we also have to see which is the swara before the sakara. Right? If it is anything other than harasva akara or dirgha akara, a or a, then it is a different kind of sandhi. Actually, these two are one set. They undergo similar kind of transformations. Yadi roha purvam akarah asti, harasvakarah tarhi bhinnaah sandhayah bhavanti, dirgha akarah chet bhinnaah sandhayah bhavanti. If the preceding swara is hrasva or dirgha akara, then there is a different set of swadi sandhis which happen. In addition, there are some special words. Saha eshaha tayoho shabdayoho bhinnaha sandhihi bhavati. Ahan shabdasya bhinnaha sandhihi bhavati. Right. So the moment we see that we are in the territory of Swadi Sandhi, that is when followed by Swara or Mridu Vyanjana, we need to identify what kind of a word that is. Rephanta padamva, akara bhinnebhyaha swarebhyaha paraha ruhu, like haris becomes harir. So here you have ru. Ru means a repha derived from sakara, and it is preceded by e or u or I, any swara other than akara. Then we have hrasva akara, dirgha akara. There is a difference between these two. Then special rules for saha eshaha and ahan. Etesham vishaye adhyetum vayam idanim prayatnam kurmaha. Adau Rephanta padanam sandhihi. Katham sandhihi. What are the swadi sandhis? There are only two things. Okay, it's very simple. Sware mridu vyanjane pare rephaha eva tishtati. Actually, in the process, the repha does not undergo a transformation. You have punar. If you have api, it remains as punarapi. There is nothing which is happening. Okay. So this is the state again to remember. Tatra shastra drishtya kim bhavati rephaha asti sware mriduvyandane pare rephaha eva bhavati avasane athava karkasha vyanjane pare. So avasane asyaiva rephasya visargaha bhavati. So punaha api. If you break the samhita, then the repha will get modified to visarga. We get punaha api. If they are together, punar, there is a repha and the repha remains as repha. That is what actually happens. Okay, there is technically no transformation. Punar is how it starts. Punar api. Yadi swaraha asti tarhi punar api. Rephaha repharupena eva tishtati. Yadi samhita bhangaha. That is, you break the words and say there is nothing close. Okay. Then avasane visargaha bhavati. यदि कर्कशवर्णः परतः अस्ति पुनः तत्र, right? पुनर् तत्र, you do visarga, then visarga gets visarga sandhi becomes sakara. Punastatra, punascha, punah karomi. All the visarga sandhis can happen if it is followed by karkasha vyanjana, or if it is avasana, there is visarga. Etadeva bhavati. Asmabhihi kim kriyate, when we try to join punaha api, it appears as if the visarga is being replaced by repha. Though the original direction is punarapi is there, if you break the samhita, then it becomes visarga. If you look at it from the reverse direction, visargaha asti punaha plus api, tatra visargasya rephaadeshaha iva bhati. This is why this sandhi, normally we call it visargasya rephaadeshaha. Technically, it is not visarga being replaced by repha, it is the reverse. Okay. But for understanding at a basic level, sarvatrapi vayam visargaha asti iti matva, for all swadi sandhis, we take the reverse route. Okay. So, kim vadamaha vastutaha evam bhavati. The pathway is this. Sa becomes ra becomes visarga. But when we are starting, for simplicity, we take visarga as the midpoint. We go this way or we go that way. Right? So when you are going from visarga, it appears as if visarga is being transformed into repha. That is why we call it as visargasya rephadeshaha. Tavadeva. Sarvatrapi svadisandhishu evameva bhavati. Antaratma ityasti. Antar iti avyayam, rephantam avyayam. Atma akaraha swaraha asti. Sware pare rephaha eva tishtati, tatra kopi adeshaha na bhavati. Yadi avasane अर्थात संहिता भंगः अस्ति चेत अंतः आत्मा इति पृथक पृथक भवति. So this again, when we are looking from visarga direction, it appears as rephadesha of visarga. Antaha atma antaratma iti drishyate. So matarehi, mataha iti sambodhanam, he mataha. Tatra matar iti rephantaha shabdaha. So when it gets converted to visarga, we get mataha ehi. So to join, it is called as visargasya rephadeshaha. So this red, the term in red is a seeming transformation. Okay. Technically, it is one way. It is always coming from repha to visarga. But for our understanding, when we go in the reverse direction, we call it visargasya rephadeshaha. Swadi sandhishu vastutaha atra rephanta padam asti chet rephasya repha eva tishtati tatra anyaha sandhihi na bhavati iti tatparyam. Idam tu sware pare udaharanani drishtani evameva mruduvyanjane pare api. So pratar gacchati, so prataha gacchati. स्वर भवति. स्वर इति रेफान्तम अव्ययम स्वर्गः इत्यर्थः. सो स्वर भवति. यदि अवसानं तर्हि स्वः भवति, स्वर भवति. पितुर वचनम. पितुर इति रेफान्तं भवति. अग्रे मृदु व्यंजनम. ग भ व, all these are मृदु व्यंजनास. Remember, third, fourth, fifth letter of any varga, and ha, ya, vara, la. Hash pratyaharaha represents mridu vyanjanas. Mridu vyanjane pare repha eva bhavati. Tatra visargasya rephadeshah iti asmakam vyavaharah asti. Okay. So when we are joining the sandhi, if it is these 6 words, right? So punar, antar, pratar, swar, or pitar and pitur. So if you are going from visarga, right? So punaha, antaha, prataha, swaha, pitaha and pituhu. Tatra sware mriduvyanjane pare rephaha bhavati iti sandhi. Okay. Then there is one special case, rephe pare. Any swara or mriduvyanjana, we normally get repha. But rephasya rephe pare, when this repha is followed by another repha, punar ramate ityasti. Right? So let's assume punaha. So repha deshaha punar. This is originally repha. So if it is a repha, when followed by another repha, which is ramate, prathama rephasya lopaha bhavati. So the first repha which is here, that is in the first word, punar ityatra yaha repha, tasya lopaha bhavati. Puna ramate. Then purvaswarasya dirghaha. The swara before that repha, that is the na, right? So this gets elongated. You get punaramate. रेफान्त शब्दः अस्ति, अग्रे अपरः रेफः अस्ति चेत् तदा प्रथमरेफस्य लोपः भवति, पूर्वपदस्य दीर्घः भवति. सो अन्तर्राष्ट्रियम्. सो रेफस्य लोपे कृते अन्तराष्ट्रियम्, ततः दीर्घे कृते अन्ताराष्ट्रियम् इत्येव शुद्धं संस्कृते. It is not antarashtriya, it is antarashtriya. That is internation when we call it international. So between nations, multiple nations, it is antarashtriyam. Swar rajyam. Okay. So swar rephasya lope krite swa rajyam, dirghe krite swarajyam. This is not rajyam, it is rajyam. So swarajyam. Vedeshu bahutra bhavati swarajyam iti swar, swargaha ityartha. Swargasya rajyam tatra labhyate. So it is swarajyam, not swarajyam. Swarajyam is different. Swasya rajyam, swarajyam, one's own kingdom or country, that is different. This is swar rajyam. Swar iti avyayam. Rajya shabde pare rephasya lope पूर्वस्वरस्य दीर्घः भवति, स्वाराज्यम् इति भवति. पितुर् रोषः लोपे कृते पितु रोषः, ततः पितूरोषः. रेफान्त पदानां रेफे परे, when followed by repha, there is lopa and dirgha. When followed by any other swara or mridu vyanjana, it will remain as repha. Okay. So again, atra api prathamika stare, if we are going backward from visarga, okay, so then we say lopa and dirgha, because it appears, if you start from punaha ramate, it appears as if there is lopa of the visarga and then dirgha, but according to the sutras, it is a lopa at the repha stage itself. अस्तु एतत् सन्धिद्वयम् एव भवति वस्तुतः रेफान्तशब्दाः सन्ति चेत् if the word is originally रेफान्त which is these four words pitar pitur then no other sandhi happens, that is you will not get ukara desha etc. The repa will be heard as repa, or when followed by another repa there is lopa combined with dirgha, right? एवमेव समानरीत्या आकार भिन्नेभ्यः स्वरेभ्यः परस्य रोः. If that repa is derived from sakara, but the letter preceding the repa is anything other than akara, तत्रापि समानरीत्या भवति. इत्युक्ते स्वरे मृदुव्यञ्जने परे रेफ एव तिष्ठति. So you get haris api, hari shabdah supratyayah. The sakara becomes repha, hari rapi. Then if there is visar avasana, that is if you are splitting the samhita, it becomes harihi api. This is the direction. Sa. Okay, so the forward direction is you have sa becomes repha, and repha becomes visarga. When we are going the reverse, harihi plus api iti yada kriyate, visargasya repādeshah harirapi iti asmabhihi samanyatah uchyate. Okay. Dhenus gacchati, sa becomes ra, dhenur gacchati. Yadi samhita bhangah asti avasane visargah dhenuh gacchati. Balais vina, balair vina, balaihi vina. Sarvatrapi repha asti. So when followed by swara or mridu vyanjana, we hear the repha. Atrapi rephe pare. If followed by another repha, prathama rephasya lopaha dirghascha bhavati. So haris ramyaha, harir ramyaha. Now the first repha is deleted. So hari ramyaha. Tatra purvaswarasya ikarasya dirghe krite hari ramyaha. So dhenus rajate, dhenur rajate, rephasya lope dhenu rajate, dirghe krite dhenu rajate. So if you notice in the flow of sandhis, there is no visarga at all. So you had sa, it became repha, repha got deleted, and you have a dirgha. There is actually no visarga involved. That is why it is not called visarga sandhi here. We call it swadi. Swadi sandhi is when followed by these pratyayas, any su adi pratyayas. So it does not involve visarga in this pathway. It is only when we are going in the reverse direction, we start from visarga. So visarga is actually the end point, but if you are starting from there and looking in the reverse direction, so if you look at harihi ramyaha, then this looks like visarga lopa followed by dirgha. Hari ramyaha. Why I am repeating this is because it is not wrong what we have learnt in the primary stages. It is much easier to look at it as visarga, and both forward, that is transformation of visarga, and the upper sandhis, that is before visarga. So it is taught in a reverse way, that's all. So the sandhis are the same, but we are just trying to learn the way in which it is generated. So Pandavais Rananadi, it's in a very famous Dhyana shloka of Bhagavad Gita. Sotterna khalu Pandavai Rananadi Kaivartakah Keshavah. So Pandavais Rananadi, the Sakara becomes Repa. Pandavair Rananadi. Repasya lope krite Pandavai Rananadi iti bhavati. The earlier swara I is already a dirgha. Okay, so there is no further elongation there. It is just Pandavai Rananadi. Lopaha bhavati rephasya. So is it the same for Guruhu Brahma, Gurur Brahma? Correct. So it comes from Gurus Brahma. Sa becomes Repha, so you have Gurur Brahma. There is no Visarga there. But looking at the reverse, Guruhu Brahma appears like Gurur Brahma. No Dirgha for the last example. Yes, I. The previous I is already a Dirgha. In Samskrita, Ikara is Dirgha, so there is no further Dirgha there. Dasharathi Ramaha is very similar. Dasharathis Ramaha. Dasharathir Ramaha. There is Lopa and Dirgha. So Dasharathi Ramaha. All those are very similar to this. Okay. How do you know if the word has Sakara? As I said, other than the Rephanta words which we listed, right? Other than these four Avyayas and Sambodhana Prathama, Panchami, Shashti of Karanta Shabda, everywhere else, if it is Visarga, you can assume it is coming from Sakara. There is nowhere else where you will have it. Ahan, leave aside Ahan, it's a special word. But other than that, wherever you have Visarga, other than these words, it is assumed to be from Sakara. When you learn the derivation of words, you will understand. But for now, it's fine to take that as granted. So there is a question here, Punaramate, should we give space or don't give space? Does not matter. I think I have mentioned earlier also. Space is not a critical criteria in Samskrita. In older manuscripts, they didn't give space anywhere, whether it is separate words or joined words. What matters in Samskrita is whether it is pada or two padas or one pada. So Punaramate is two words. Punar is one avyaya, separate word. Ramate is another word. Whether you write with space or without space does not matter much, as if they are separate words. Both ways are seen. Okay. So if it is a samasa, we usually avoid the space because it is a single pada. It's conventional, both ways are okay. The same thing is with Hari Ramyaha or Hari Ramyaha. There's one more question. In Gurur Vishnuhu, we are telling the visarga at the end. Is it avasana? Correct. See the shloka at the end of each pada, if we pause, it is avasana. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu. We are taking a breath and a pause, which means it is avasana. Because it is avasana, you have visarga. But if you tell both padas together, Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara. So you hear the visarga only at the end. In between, we have done the sandhi. Gurur Vishnur, Gurur Devo. Okay. It depends on whether we are stopping at the end of the pada or not. So what about Kavihi Rachayati Bhanuhu Rajate? Is it part of Savadi Sandhi? Yes, anywhere if you are seeing a Visarga followed by Swara or Mridu Vyanjana, it will be Svadi Sandhi, no exceptions. So you should always remember this one. So avasane pare visargaha eva bhavati. You stop at visarga. Karkasha Vyanjane pare, we do visarga and then transformations of visarga. If it is svara or mridu vyanjana, always it is svadi sandhi. Sarvatrapi tadeva. Kaha sandhihi ityeva jnatavyam. Okay. Okay, so we will move ahead. So to come back, some of what we saw so far. Santi chet. That is Rephanta Padani Ityanena Asmin Stare Chatvari Avyayani. Punar Pratar Antar Pitar. Sorry. Punar Pratar Antar Swar and Pitar Pitur as representative of Sambodhana Prathama or Panchami Shashti of Rikaranta Shabdas. Tatra Rephantam Padam Bhavati. That is, in all these words, Punaha, Pitaha, Antaha, Pituhu, the Visarga is from Repha, not from Sakara. Everywhere else, you can assume Visarga is from Sakara. Now, if it is from Repha, Tatra Sandhidvayameva Bhavati. Sware Mriduvyanjane Pare Repha Bhavati. So, Punaha api punarapi. Pitaha gaccha pitar gaccha. Antaha rashtriyam antarashtriyam. Yadi parataha repha asti, tarhi prathamarephasya lopaha purvatanasvarasya dirghaha bhavati. So, antarashtriyam piturajyam ityadi bhavati. Again, if the visarga is from sakara, everywhere else, other than these 6 words, Anyatra sarvatrapi visargaha sakarat nishpannaha. Sa becomes ru and it becomes visarga. Tatrapi samana ritya sandhihi bhavati. Sware mriduvyanjane pare repha bhavati. Rephe pare lopaha dirghascha bhavati. So harihi eva harireva. Guruhu vadati gurur vadati. Dhenuhu rajate dhenu rajate. Kavihi rachayati kavi rachayati. So for the first and second case, the sandhis are the same. Only if this is preceded by akara, there will be different sandhis, which we will see next. Before that, we will practice a bit before moving on. Ye vaktum icchanti hastamunnayantu. Priya Mahesh.
Namaste Bagni. Punaha plus avartanam, punaravartanam.
Punaravartanam. Punaha avartanam. Actually, it is punar avartanam. There is no change. When it is avasana, punar becomes punaha. So punaha avartanam, punaravartanam. Samyak.
Dhanyawadalu.
Padma Bhagini.
Namaste Bhagini. Pratah namami, pratar namami.
Pratar namami. So when followed by any swara or mridu vyanjana, there is repha. Right? Samyak. Sandhya Bhagini.
Namaste Bhagini. Punaha ratrau. Punarratrau.
Rephe pare kim bhavati? It's a special case.
Punaha ratrau. Punarratrau. Visarga lopaha bhavati.
And dirgha. When followed by repha. So punaratrau. When followed by repha, there is lopa and dirgha. So punaratrau iti bhavati. Samyak. Lalita Bhatt.
Lagunamahu. Tardehi. Dehi. Tardehi.
Huh?
Pratah dehi.
Kandho krite.
Pratar dehi.
Bhratar dehi. Repha. Mridu vyanjanam asti, ataha repha bhavati. Bhratar dehi. Samyak. Hemavati.
मातुः रक्षा अत्र रा अस्ति रेपः अस्ति मातुरपि रेपस्य रेपे परे अस्ति मातु रक्षा
Matu raksha iti bhavati. Samyak. So matuhu raksha. So the thing is in mridu vyanjanas, what we need to see if it is repha. Then lopa followed by dirgha. So punaratrau matu raksha. Anyatra sarvatra repha eva shruyate. Okay. So idanim sandhi vibhagam kurumaha. Nagamani Bhagini.
Svabhogaha. Svarbhogaha.
Punaha.
Svabhogaha.
Visargaha.
Oh. Svabhogaha. Svarbhogaha.
Swaha. Swar becomes swaha. So swaha bhogaha svarbhogaha.
Svarbhogaha.
So avasane rephasya visargaha bhavati. Tavadeva.
Okay.
P.S. Krishnan. Right?
Antarrajyam. Final.
Antarrajyam. If you do visarga.
Antah rajyam.
Antaha rajyam. So when we split, we are saying it is avasana, means there will be visarga. So antaha rajyam. Narayanan N.
Namaste. Punaruktihi. Punaha adhikam uktihi.
Punaha uktihi. Punaruktihi. Repetition ityartha. Lakshmi Narayanan.
Dehi. Duhitu. दुहितु रूपम.
दुहितुः रूपम.
दुहितुः रूपम.
दुहितू रूपम. दुहितृ इति ऋकारान्त शब्दः, similar to matru. Okay, it means daughter. So duhituh roopam. Actually it is duhitur roopam, where you get lopa and dirgha. Duhitu roopam iti bhavati. Avasane visargah. Duhituh roopam. Purnima Bhagini.
नमस्ते भगिनी. पुनर्रचना पुनः तस्य अग्रे आरचना भवति.
आरचना इति भवति चेत्
न आ इति दीर्घं भवति, अतः सो पुनः रचना इत्येव.
सम्यक्. पुनः रचना, punarachana. So because there is repha, there is lopa and dirgha. So punarachana means reconstruction, constructing again, etc. Okay. So asmabhihi yadi padam rephantam asti athava visargat purvam. So to identify, so visargat purvam, I mean, if it is from a rephanta shabda is the first thing that you should always identify first. Or if the letter before the visarga is other than akara, a or a, tada sware mriduvenjane pare repha bhavati, rephe pare lopaha dirghascha bhavati. The third set is where there is hrasva akara. Hrasva akarat parasya roho katham sandhihi bhavati iti asmabhihi drashtavyam. So what is this we have? We have hrasva akara followed by ru. So again, ru means sakara getting converted to repha, that is ru. So hrasva akara followed by ru, which is in turn followed by hrasva akara or mridu vyanjana. Purvam hrasva akaraha asti, agre hrasva akaraha athava mridu vyanjanam asti chet roho utvam bhavati. Repha is converted to ukara. Okay, this is very common. So balar api. So balas api ityasti. Bala shabdat supratyayah. Sakarasya sthane rutvam bhavati. Balar api. Rephasya hrasva akare pare. So when it is sandwiched between two hrasva akaras. So before also we have hrasva and later also we have hrasva. Rephasya ukaraha bhavati. Okay, bala u api akarasya ukare pare gunaha bhavati. Balo api okarasya padante okarasya hrasva akare pare purvarupa sandhihi bhavati. Balopi. So again, in the forward process, there is no visarga, right? So we start from sakara. Balas iti sakaraha asti. Sakarasya rephaha, rephasya ukaraha, ukarasya okaraha, tataha purvarupa. Right? But when we are avasane balar api, if we break the samhita, you get balaha api. So balaha api, balopi ityatra. Instead of rephasya utvam, beginner stages we say visargasya utvam athava ukaradeshaha gunaha purvarupam iti samanyataha kathyate. Okay. So yatra purvamapi hrasva akaraha asti, parataha api hrasva akaraha asti. Evam mridu vyanjanam asti chedapi. बालर् गच्छति उकारः भवति बाल उ गच्छति अकारस्य उकारे परे गुणः भवति बालो गच्छति. Right? So when there is samhita, that is when followed by mrudu vyanjana, we get balo gacchati. Avasane visargah bhavati chet balaha gacchati. So it appears when you are going the reverse direction, it looks like visarga is converted to ukara, then transformed to okara by guna. अन्येषु स्वरेषु परेषु इदानीं किम् उक्तं पूर्वं ह्रस्व अकारः परतः अस्ति चेत् अथवा मृदुव्यञ्जनं परतः अस्ति चेत् उत्तमं भवति. अन्यस्वराः सन्ति चेत् एनी स्वर अदर देन ह्रस्व अकार, इट कैन बी दीर्घ आ ई उ उ, एनी स्वर अदर देन ह्रस्व अकार, तत्र रेफस्य यकारादेशः भवति, यकारस्य लोपः अपि विकल्पेन भवति. बालर् इति. सो पूर्वं ह्रस्वाकारः अस्ति, परतः इकारः, दट इज स्वर अदर देन अ. सो बालै इति. रेफस्य यकारः, यकारस्य वा लोपः. So we actually have two forms, bala iti, bala yiti. Yakaraha, there is ya, that ya is optionally deleted. So balaha iti, bala iti, visargasya lopaha, we refer to it as visarga lopa, but actually it is yakara. That is why there is another form with yakara, bala yiti. सर्वेषु अन्यस्वरेषु परेषु. Okay. पुनः उदाहरणानि पश्यामः. So when there is ह्रस्व अकार, right, वृक्षः अस्ति, ह्रस्व अकारः पूर्वम् अस्ति चेत्, when followed by ह्रस्व अकार we get उ. So वृक्षः अस्ति, वृक्षोऽस्ति. When followed by other swaras you get ya and optional lopa. So vrikshay eva, vriksha eva. Mrudu vyanjanam paratah asti chet tatrapi ukarah bhavati. So vrikshaha vardhate, vriksho vardhate. Hrasva akare pare utvam bhavati, mrudu vyanjane pare utvam bhavati, anyeshu svareshu pareshu lopaha bhavati. Okay, so this is what happens if the preceding letter is hrasva akara. Okay, anyani udaharanani. So ashvaha ayam, hrasva akare pare utvam bhavati, ashvoyam. And then ashvaha आगच्छति, दीर्घाकारे परे यकारः तस्य लोपः, अश्वयागच्छति और अश्व आगच्छति. अश्वः धावति, मृदुव्यञ्जने परे उत्तमं भवति, अश्वो धावति इति भवति. So the third type, ह्रस्व अकारात् परः रुः. अन्यस्वरेभ्यः परः रुः चेत् किं भवति इति दृष्टं. ह्रस्व अकारात् परः रुः अस्ति चेत् अग्रे, so paravarna, if it is hrasva akara or mridu vyanjana, you get utva followed by guna and purva rupa. Right? So balaha api, balopi, vrikshaha asti, vrikshosti, balaha gacchati, balo gacchati, अश्वः धावति, अश्वो धावति. उकारः गुणे कृते ओकारः श्रूयते. अन्यस्वराः सन्ति चेत् यकारः भवति, तस्य विकल्पेन लोपः. सो राम एव और राम एव. गोप्य ऊचुः भागवते बहुत्र भवति. गोप्यः गोप्यर् ऊचुः. So रेपस्य यकारः तस्य वा लोपः गोप्ययूचुः गोप्य ऊचुः इति रूपद्वयं तत्र भवति. ओके. अद्य अत्र समापयामः. इतोपि किञ्चिदस्ति अत्र वस्तुतः अस्य यकारलोपस्य विषये किञ्चित् वक्तव्यम्. अग्रिमपाठे तदुक्त्वा ततः the other three cases. So if we go back to Swadi Sandhi, I mentioned there are 6 cases. So rephanta padani santi chet tatra kim bhavati sware mriduvyञ्जने pare repha eva bhavati rephe pare लोपः दीर्घश्च भवति. एवमेव अकार भिन्नेभ्यः स्वरेभ्यः परः रुः भवति चेत् तत्रापि स्वरे मृदुव्यञ्जने परे रेफः अन्यत् रेफे परे लोपः दीर्घश्च भवति. बोथ दीस् आर वेरी सिमिलर. ह्रस्व अकारात् परः रुः अस्ति चेत् ह्रस्व अकारे मृदुव्यञ्जने परे उत्वं भवति. अन्येषु स्वरेषु परेषु यकारः तस्य विकल्पेन लोपः भवति. Okay. Then we still have to see what happens if there is a dirgha akara, that is a before the ru, and special rules for saha eshaha and ahan. Etat sarvamapi vayam agrima pathe pathamah. Okay. So now we'll stop. I'll do the mangalam. Tataha prashnaha santi chet prashtumarhanti. गुरुरेव गतिर्गुरुमेव भजे गुरुणैव सहास्मि नमो गुरवे न गुरोः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोर्मतिरस्ति गुरौ मम पाहि गुरो. वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्.